guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm here with my girlfriend Sadie.
Hi.
And today we've got a bit of a problem where we've run out of storage space in our house. So we're in a 3-bedroom new build property and we've basically completely run out of storage space. So what we're going to be doing today is flooring the loft, which currently is completely unusable because the way they build these new build properties is that they just stuff them full of insulation and there's no flooring in there whatsoever. And the problem is you can't just rip out the insulation because that will ruin the energy efficiency. You can't squash it either and put boarding down. You have to put some sort of pedestal system to raise the new flooring above where the insulation and the current joists sit to basically allow airflow and keep the integrity of the insulation so it actually works. So there's a few different systems out there for raising up the new floor level above the joists. There's a pedestal system which you can get in most hardware stores and it hasn't got the best reviews in all honesty. So we decided to not go for that one. And instead we've gone for the LoftZone StoreFloor system, which is like a track system, which should be a bit more structurally sound and hopefully will give the whole system better longevity so we don't ever have to redo it. We've also opted to not go for standard loft boards which are made out of chipboard. From reading some reviews, they have a tendency to absorb moisture, so if any moisture gets up into the loft, they can just absorb all that moisture and basically lose all of their structural integrity. So we've gone for OSB3 loft boards, which are made using a different process, where it's basically compressed chips of wood with resin, so hopefully they should be more moisture resistant and more long lasting. Now before we get started, we're going to have to change and put on some PPE, because basically we'll be working around fiberglass loft insulation, which is pretty nasty stuff. So you basically want to protect yourself against those particles. So we've got some protective goggles,
Some FFP3 masks. As well as the PPE we're going to make sure to wear long sleeves, long trousers and some gloves for extra protection for your skin.
Also at the end we're going to break down all the costs, so if you're interested in doing the same and you live in a new build property, you can get an idea of how much it might cost. But yeah, that basically covers everything, so let's get started. Just so you guys can see what we're working with, this is our current 2nd bedroom, which is currently set up as an office, kind of, but there's just so much stuff in here that it's not particularly functional and not the nicest place to be in all honesty, just because there's so much stuff. So it'd be good to move a lot of the stuff that we don't really need up into the loft when we have the space.
So there we have it, that's the loft completely installed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm just going to break down all the costs so you guys can get an idea of how much it might cost you if you're looking to do the same sort of thing. The total area that we were working with was about 2 meters by 5 meters. And so the first thing we had to buy was the LoftZone StoreFloor system, which cost £212. Now this pretty much came with everything we needed except for the loft boards, so it came with screws and all of the hardware that you might need. Obviously you do need to have your own tools to install it though. We did run out of screws in the end, but luckily we had some lying around from a previous job. And then we had the loft boards themselves, which cost £185, which worked out to £18.50 per 3-pack. And yeah, these are a little bit more expensive than the standard chipboard loft boards that you can get, which at cheapest I've seen around £15 per pack of 3. But I'm hoping going for the OSB was a good long-term decision, and there really isn't a significant cost difference. Those were practically the only components we needed, and the only other thing we needed to buy was PPE, and that came to around £20. So all in all, the whole process has cost £417, and it took us just a weekend to do. The other options we considered were going for the standard loft legs, which would have cost around £75 for all the legs that we would have needed, so a bit cheaper than the system we've gone for. But as we mentioned at the beginning, I just haven't heard the best things about them, and I think the system we went for just seems a bit more robust. With the loft legs though, we would have needed the same amount of boards and PPE, so the total cost for that option would have come to £280. The third option we considered was getting a professional to come and install it for us. We didn't actually get any specific quotes, but looking at things like Checker Trade, it probably would have cost around £1,000 minimum plus VAT, which is over double what we paid. Overall, I would recommend this system if you do live in a new build property and you don't want to pay someone to come and install your loft flooring for you. The only thing that took a bit of time was just working out where to put the different types of legs and measuring everything up. But once we started, it was all pretty straightforward and easy to do. The only thing I would say though is try to measure out your loft space yourself before actually ordering the LoftZone system, because we bought one of the pre-kits for a 1.8 by 4.8 area space. But in hindsight, it probably would have been a better idea to order all of the individual parts separately so that we could have exactly the parts we needed and there wouldn't be any leftover or wasted units at the end. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video today, and if you did, please do me a favour and smash that like button down below. And let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. Have you gone for this sort of system, or have you gone for the standard loft legs, or have you paid someone to install it? What do you think is the best option to go for a new build property? Also, if you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell so you never miss a video. There'll be more financial content as always, and also stay tuned for more home improvement videos like this one, as we've got quite a lot of plans for the house. But with all that being said, I'm losing my voice, so take it easy guys and enjoy the rest of your day.